Hi friends, it's Peggy Noe from PrettyPaperCards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today we're going to make a fun thank you card using the beautiful Painted Poppies stamp set. And I wanted to show you the cover of our new January to June mini catalog because it has the Painted Poppies set all over it. These poppies are gorgeous, the stamp set, the dies, everything that goes with it, you are going to love and I love. So I'm going to open the catalog to page 26, and if you don't have a catalog yet, please request one from me at Peggy at PrettyPaperCards.com, and I'll get one out to you right away. Here is the stamp set right here called Painted Poppies. I'm not going to use the dies today. They're called Painted Label Dies, but it comes in a fabulous bundle, 10% off for $52, and I'm going to put the link up there for you. This stamp set is going to take us all the way through spring and beyond because it's so pretty. Now the card we're going to make together today is this darling thank you card. And it is so easy. That's one reason I want to show it to you. This is the card and this is the envelope. You know I like to decorate my envelopes. And this is the card, and all I've done is stamp the poppies on it and put a thank you on, and we're done. So let's get started. So I'm going to start off with a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and I'm going to stamp my poppies right down here. Now I will give you the measurements all down below the YouTube video. I'm not going to take my time to do it right now, and truthfully I don't remember them. I think it's 350 by 3.50. Anyway, I'll put it down below. The first stamp I'm going to use from this set is the outline of the poppies, and I'm going to stamp it in crumb cake ink, and I'm going to make 3 poppies on my piece of Whisper White cardstock, and these are just the outlines, 2 and then 1 above like that. And then there is a smaller little portion of a poppy stamp, and I'm going to use that to get right down there. I like to make sure I have my ink on here, so I'm going to put that right down there. Excellent. Now that is my outline. Then this set is so great. It has a stamp that fits over it, over the outline stamps, as if it were a watercolored piece. And it's very loose, and you can tell from my sample that it doesn't go perfectly up in every little corner. You just kind of stamp it on, and it looks very abstract, and that's the look it's supposed to have. So I'm going to use Melon Mambo ink. These are the colors I used on my sample, and Calypso Coral ink to stamp 2 flowers each, 2 poppies each. And you know, I've tried to figure out just what the best way would be because this is so abstract, and I've decided there isn't really one perfect way. You just stamp it and go. So I'm going to get my ink on there. Now one thing I did notice, and that was that I kind of liked it when I stamped off, which I didn't do on my sample, but I want to try now. I'm getting plenty of ink on there. Then I'm going to stamp off once, and I'm going to just stamp over this flower, and I kind of like the lightness of it because it is not even spring yet, so I'm wanting to make a very light impression there. Let's see if I got enough color. Okay, let me get a little bit more over there, and then I'm going to stamp off, and I'm going to stamp again on that outline. And you see how it isn't perfect, but really it's part of the look of it. Now, I would normally use my Stampin' Scrub, but I didn't bring it over. So I'm just going to rub off my ink and go right onto my Calypso Coral. The Stampin' Scrub is our wonderful stamp cleaner. Okay, now I'm going to stamp off with the Calypso Coral, and I think I'm just going to turn this just a little bit and stamp right on there. And then I'm going to do the same thing again, stamp off, and just get a little bit right here on this little corner piece like that. There. That's it. That's how easy it is. Isn't that darling? Very abstract and yet fun, and especially when you put it together. And I'm going to show you right now how to put it together. Excuse me, I am getting over a cold and it's just taking a long time. So here's my card base. It's in the horizontal position, and it's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And that's my card base, and this is my backing piece. And again, I'll put the measurements down below. It's just 1/4 inch larger than the Whisper White piece. And I'm gonna just angle it a little bit like this. So to start out, let's see, what I wanna do is, when you do these angled pieces, I like to see if I can get it angled from corner to corner and like this. Or you could do it like this. Angle it this way and get it as far so it's touching the edges as much as you can get it. And I like to use my Tombow multi-purpose glue. Just a little bit there, very light touch, so it doesn't show through. Whoops. And let's just angle that. And again, the reason I use Tombow is because you can move your piece around before it sets. So you see how I've got it close to the top here, close to the bottom here, and then about as close as I can get it to the edges. And then here is our painted poppies piece. Now, on my sample, I tried out a little stamp that's in the set, which is kind of a little blotch, little dots, and I used Daffodil Delight. This time, I'm not going to use them. I don't know if I really like it, but you can certainly make up your own mind because it's a darling stamping here. I don't know if I didn't like the color I used or what, but this one I'm not going to use it. And then this piece, rather than glue, I'm going to lift it up on my Stampin' Dimensionals so that it gives a little dimension to my card. And you can put as many or as few as you like. I usually like at least 5 on a panel like this. And we just peel off the little edges. That one wants to stick. Oh, I guess I've got a little ink on my fingers. Sometimes I get ink on my fingernails and I don't really mean to, but it touches the pad. Okay, we've got all of those off, and now this piece I put straight. I like to try to get it straight on my card base. Okay, I think that looks good. All right, and now the only thing we're left to do is to do our sentiment. Now the sentiment is from a coordinating stamp set called Peaceful Moments. I'm gonna cough, hold on. I'm so sorry about my cold. And it has very cute sentiments. So this is the thank you sentiment that I'm gonna use. And I'm going to use it in Memento Black ink. I'm really sorry about coughing on my video. I just wanted to do a video and I just have not been able to lose this cough. Okay, so I'm going to use Tuxedo Black Memento ink and stamp my sentiment on a scrap of paper, a scrap of Whisper White. Okay, and then all I'm going to do, rather than use a die, which I certainly could, but it's kind of easy to just what we call fussy cut your sentiment using our fabulous paper snips. And if you don't have these paper snips, oh my goodness. When people come to my classes and they don't have the Stampin' Up! Scissors, I lend them mine and they totally notice the difference because these snips, these paper snips are so good, especially for little fine work like this. And this is, again, another kind of arbitrary thing. Just cut as you want to, just all around your little sentiment there. And there it is. Now I'm going to pop that up on Dimensionals also. And then, if you can even believe it, our card will be finished. That's why I wanted to show you this card, because it's a quick and easy card. Alrighty. And the way we stamped the card, it left plenty of space up here for a sentiment. And then a little trick is to get the sentiment to look balanced and even. So I'm going to try to balance it with that line of the Whisper White piece. There. Now what do you think? Quick and easy, right? And if we want to, let's just put a little something on the inside of the card. I really do like to do that because it gives someone, it just carries the outside in, carries the little theme in. So I'm going to do the outline and of the poppy, and I stamped it outside a little bit, so I think it looks a little bit fancy, artistic or something. And then I'm going to put some of the Calypso Coral on the inside of the poppy. And I'm going to stamp off again. And we'll just, let's see here. Let's just do it like that. I have to keep telling myself it's abstract, it's supposed to look like that. And it doesn't look bad. And these definitely don't look bad. They look great. So that is a super quick card that you can use, that you can make using the Painted Poppies stamp set. And you can get the dies as part of a bundle. Now, the one thing I wanted to talk to you about a little bit today is Sale-a-bration, which is our biggest sale of the Stampin' Up! Year. It runs from January through the end of March. And for every $50 you order, you get to pick a free gift from the Sale-a-bration catalog. And I'm just going to show you I have most of these, and I'll be showing them to you over the weeks ahead. But look at this cute little meerkat set. You get it free with a $50 order from Stampin' Up. There's the lily pad stamp set that you get for a $50 order. If you order $100 in product, you get the dies. You'd have to order $150, $50 for the stamp, and then you could come back another time, and for $100 get the coordinating dies. Aren't those beautiful? Oh, this is a beautiful set of designer series paper. Here we have sequins and baker's twine combo. I used this on my blog today, a beautiful card using the happy birthday to you. Anyway, there are just fabulous, fabulous things that you can get from the Sale-a-bration catalog for free when you place an order of $50 or more through my blog, through my online store. So this is the fun card today. I'll show you the stamp set again so you can see it. It is gorgeous. There's the little dot stamp that I used on my first one. Here are the two. There are the little yellow dots that I used. I didn't stamp any leaves. We could have done that. And then there's this adorable little row of poppies. And I'm in California, and poppies, the California poppy is our state flower, so we really like this stamp set. So thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you're able to pick up this poppy set. You are going to love it, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.